Hello, Capricorn. Welcome back to the channel. Or if it's your first time here, welcome. Let's see what's coming up for you, Cappies. Oh, how nice. Queen of Rods in central position. For shadow position, 10 of Cups in reverse. For passing away, 6 of Cups. For approaching, 6 of Swords. For highlight, 2 of Cups in reverse. Week 1 featured will be King of Swords in reverse. Week 2, 9 of Cups in reverse. Week 3, Strength in reverse. And week 4, we've got 5 of Wands. So let's start. This is the center focus and the central message for you, Cappies. And this is a wonderful card. This is Queen of Rods. This is someone who is bold, someone who is confident, who has authority over themselves. She's usually very attractive, sassy, has a great sense of humor. She's witty, she's sunny and optimistic. You can see she carries this sunflower with her. So this means like feeling fiery and bold and like, you know, you're being queen of your own domain, or for those of you who are male, king of your own domain. This is Queen of Wands. Usually does depict a female, but it's just Queen of Rods energy. So feeling bold, confident, brash, sassy, funny, optimistic, attractive. It's just someone with a great fiery spirit. So that's showing up for you, Caps. You may be feeling more active, enthusiastic, passionate. When this card shows up, all those fiery, I want to say effects, but they're not. Those fiery aspects show up. So it could potentially, I'm seeing it as you mostly, Capricorn, and this being an embodiment of you, but it could potentially be a fire sign that's showing up for you. So this could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. You know, this could be a mother, a sister, a friend, family member, anyone that you're associating with that's a fire sign. That could be them as well. But I'm really reading this as you, Capricorn, because this is a central card for your reading. So I'm just getting that you're kind of on top of your game, you know, feeling you have a lot of energy available to you if you should so use it. The sun is shining on you, and it gives you this optimistic, energetic, passionate, active energy if you want to tap into that. So great card for the central focus, Capricorn. What I see in shadow over here, now this is usually what's in shadow is something that's not available to us, something that is below the surface, something that is inaccessible, or something that we can't see. We know it's under the surface. And the fact that it's in reverse says it's even doubly so. So there may be some trouble within the family when this card is showing up, or there's some sort of way that your rainbow is draining out, Capricorn, and you're not seeing it. There's something that's draining you that is below the surface that you're not consciously aware of. Like for some people, I know some people are talking about how reading the news is just draining them, and they've noticed since they've stopped reading the news that they feel better. But they weren't aware of the fact that that was what it was until they stopped reading the news. So I don't know what this is. Maybe there's like, you know, you have neighbors above you that are causing a lot of sort of background noise, and it's always going on, and you're just not aware of the fact that that's what's bothering you. But something is under the surface draining your joy, because this is a card of peace, of the family, of joyousness. You can see it's like, you know, where the end of the rainbow is, where happiness is. Usually in this card there's children dancing. It's the most amount of cups on a card, so it's emotional fulfillment. So what is emotionally draining you is what I'm getting in this card that is sort of hidden. Or, you know, this is kind of getting like tapes in the background I'm almost getting, because this is in reverse and in the shadow position. What is draining your emotional fulfillment that you're not seeing? Are there tapes that are playing in your subconscious that are sapping taking your color away, making things gray? Just questions to ask. And for some reason with this card in reverse and in the shadow position, I'm thinking of that Muhammad Ali quote. I believe this is from him, where he says, "It's not the mountain that gets you, it's the pebble in your shoe." So both that and with this 5 of Wands card, I'm getting that there's some little niggling thing. And maybe it's an old belief, maybe it's an old tape that's playing that is draining your emotional energy. So I want to invite you to just question, maybe sit quietly with yourself and just ask, what is it that's draining my emotional energy that I'm not aware of, that's below the surface? Is there something going on below the surface that is taking away all of this that could be, I could be at 10 of cups, drinking from all of these cups, you know, enjoying life, having a technicolor experience, but for some reason things are draining to gray under the surface, even though I'm full of passion and energy and enthusiasm and optimism on, you know, I have this available to me. It's like a full bathtub. This is what that is, like a full bathtub of water, but there's some hole in it that's draining it away slowly. Why does that level keep decreasing? You need to find that hole, to plug that hole, Capricorn. Whatever it is, or get rid of the little pebble in your shoe that's driving you crazy, draining your emotional energy. What's passing away is 6 of Cups energy. So this is letting go of sentimentality. This is letting go of, I kind of get a sense that this is a maturing of something, because 6 of Cups, it's a very sweet card. It's very innocent. You know, this could even just be like a loss of innocence with 6 of Cups in the passing away position, you know, something that's passing away of innocence. This card is very naive in almost a beautiful way, but it's also, you know, it does represent children. So it's the sweetness and openness of a child's heart. It's sharing with another in a childlike way, but it can also mean leaving the past behind, you know, leaving any childish stuff, letting it go, letting it pass away. I'm kind of getting, there's a phrase from, I think it's Ecclesiastes, I'm not sure, but it says, when I was a child, I spoke like a child. I think it may say something like, I used to think like, when I was a child, I spoke like a child. And I'm going to add to that, and I thought like a child and acted like a child. But I'm just getting that there may be a maturity coming, because 6 of Cups passing away says that there may be a loss of innocence. There may be a loss of seeing things. You know, this is sort of like finding out that Santa doesn't really exist. It's like that childlike, beautiful, sweet, naive, innocent belief, but it's passing away. So it's letting something, it could be also letting someone from the past go, because 6 of Cups represents sentimentality. It represents the past. It represents people that we may have known from childhood. So this is either letting your own childhood go, letting something go from your childhood, letting someone that you knew from childhood go, or someone from the past. That's dissolving away. Someone from the past may be dissolving away, and related to the heart, by the way, too. What's approaching is healing and recovery. So this is 6 of Swords. This is going to a new land, going to smoother seas. I always point out in this card that there's charged waters here, turbulent waters, and this person is ferrying this other person to the horizon where it's calm. So this could be literal travel, potentially, Capricorn, where you go somewhere new to have a retreat and heal and recover, or it could be figuratively, where you're going to a new place. You know, you're going to somewhere new, smoother horizon, smoother seas. And I often say that this could be you rescuing yourself. It could be someone else rescuing you, or it could be you rescuing someone else. It's just a real card of healing, recovery, going somewhere new, going to smoother seas, smoother horizons, calmer places of serenity. Can't remember if this was upright or reversed. I think it was reversed. Can't remember. You'll have to look at the video and see which it was. I'm not sure. Was it this? I literally can't remember. Anyway, 2 of Cups in reverse. So 2 of Cups in reverse, this is your highlight card. So for some of you, this may show up as difficulties within your romantic relationship. 2 of Cups is usually a love affair card, so it's the exchanging of hearts between 2 people. It's one of the best cards for marriage. It's one of the best cards for, you know, romantic union. It's a great card for dating, a great card for just relationships in general. In the reverse position in your highlight position, it's saying there's some way, there might be some arguing going on, or there might be some not seeing eye to eye. There might be, some of you are almost even getting that there may have been a breakup with letting someone go from the past, and you're headed for a healing or recovery. This could speak of highlighting, the breakup or the disagreement, the difficulty, the tension. There is love there between these two people, but for some reason you're having a hard time accessing it. For some reason you're having a hard time communicating. And I kind of want to just highlight and show you the similarities between these cards. It's really heart energy, which is cups energy. This is who the people used to be. This could be the childlike, fantastical version of a relationship. And then as the people mature, there may be some problems that surface, is what Two of Cups. It could be trying to work out those problems. So I'm just giving you a number of different ways that this can be interpreted, but that's what's in the cards. So for some of you, you may be working out a relationship. Or some of you want to be in a relationship and you're not in one. That's what Two of Cups in reverse can say too, is like, where is my relationship? How come this coupledom isn't showing up for me? I'm going to say that you're going to have to look at what's draining your heart, what's draining your emotional energy, that is preventing that from happening, because the highlight and the shadow are usually related. And so what's being highlighted here, the challenges to relationship, or, argumentativeness, or the fact that it's not showing up, may be related to whatever's going on here. What is draining your rainbow? What is causing you your emotional energy to drain out? Because it's affecting your relationship. You can see these two people here showing up in this card as well. So that's a question to look at. Where's that hole in your bathtub, Capricorn? Because it's affecting your relationships. You might be just feeling fine, but it's affecting your interaction with others. For week 1, I see King of Swords in the reverse position. This is someone who's usually, in the upright, very honest and truthful and wise, makes good decisions, has a lot of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, comes from a place of logic and analysis, thinks things through carefully. When he shows up in the reverse position, this could either be literally an air sign person that you're not seeing eye to eye with. So this could be Libra, Gemini, or where's my other air sign? Aquarius, that you're not seeing eye to eye with, that's not showing up as their normal self. And this guy's pretty, he's usually mature. He's a king, so he usually has authority. He's usually pretty experienced with something. That's what all these oak leaves represent. And he's got his beard, that represents the wisdom and the knowledge. But for some reason, he's not making good decisions, or you're not in agreement with him. You're not seeing things. He's upside down. He's not his normal self. So a couple different possibilities. It's either literally an air sign person that you're not seeing eye to eye with. It could also be an archetype of someone, of King of Swords, who's not seeing things in your best interest, like a lawyer that you may not want to follow their advice. Or someone who, a professor, someone who is usually in a position of thought, even science, that kind of thing, a doctor perhaps, who's giving you information, but that it's not necessarily beneficial to you. It's not necessarily in your best interests. So when this card shows up, I'm going to encourage you to get a second opinion or consult another expert, because this expert, whoever this is not themselves. They're not making their normal, sane, rational, thoughtful judgment. Their judgment is a little upside down right now. So that's one possibility. The other way this could be showing up for week 1 for you, Capricorn, is your normal, Capricorns are usually pretty practical, sagacious characters, but you might be not having the best judgment during week 1. It might not be the best time to make decisions. You might be upside down in your thinking for week 1. So one of those situations, whether it's an air sign, someone who is usually an expert in thought, or whether it's you, Capricorn, somehow King of Swords is showing up upside down for week 1. So don't make big decisions, or get a second opinion. Consult another expert for week 1 is what I'm getting for that. Or if you're getting info from someone who's normally got good judgment, take it with a grain of salt and get a couple of people to give their opinions on it, because he's not his normal self. For week 2, I see 9 of Cups in reverse. So 9 of Cups is usually a really great card in the upright position. It's a card of wish fulfillment. It's a card of emotional satisfaction. It's a card of feeling happy and satisfied, and just like things, it's like eating a big meal and just feeling happy about it, or having wine, and a full wine cellar is sometimes how I describe this card. But in the reverse position, it highlights sort of the lower aspects of this card, which can be overindulgence. It can be feeling smug. It can be addictions of different sorts, so like over drinking. It can be gluttony, overeating. It can be the over enjoyment or excess. So I'm going to say watch out in week 2 of doing anything to excess. Don't go too far. Don't be smug about something. Don't, challenge whatever is 9 of Cups. Whatever, enjoy yourself to the full hilt, but don't go overboard is what this card says. So be careful of that. For week 3, we have Strength, but in reverse. So this card in the upright position means being patient, being gentle, connecting to your own strength. She opens the jaws of the lion not through force, but through gentleness, through patience, and through connecting with her own inner strength. So what I'm going to say with this in reverse in week 3 is that there may be some challenges to your strength. You may have a hard time connecting to your strength in week 3, or you may have a hard time being patient with something. Normally, strength shows up in terms of going through something, spending time through something, showing fortitude. There's some resistance or fear or doubt about having enough strength, having the patience or the fortitude to seeing something through. This card is there and available for you in week 3, but you're going to need to address whatever it is that's challenging that, Capricorn. And then in week 4, I see 5 of Wands. Now this card has a lot of Mars energy to it. It's a fire card. So this card has a lot to do with competition. You can see in this card there's like 5 people who are fighting. And I sometimes call this card playing versus fighting. So this could either have a very lighthearted, fun, playful effect to it, or it could be just like chaos and disruption and like competition. It can be, again, like that pebble in your shoe that's just annoying disturbances. Sometimes I'll look at this card and I'll say, okay, that's traffic tickets. That's traffic in general. It's just like when things just don't go right, lots of red tape, snafus. That's 5 of Wands energy, where it feels like things are just fighting you, but in a really petty little way, annoyances and grievances. But there's also a fun, playful way to look at this card. It could be 5 children who are playing, and that's why I call it playing versus fighting. And it reminds me of this Buddhist saying that says, enjoy your problems, laugh at them. Like if a bucket gets kicked over, you kind of laugh at it, or whatever makes you understand this card in a way that is a little bit more lighthearted. Sometimes even competition can be fun. It might be a good time last week of March, Capricorn, to engage in sports or battles or competition, however that shows up for you. That's the theme. So you can tap into that fiery Mars energy. You've got lots of fire for March from the Queen of Fire to compete. If you're having to try out for something, for some of you who are actors, if you're going to auditions, this is a great time to do it. You've got you're in the competitive mode, so use it to your advantage, Capricorn. Try not to let it show up as problems or grievances or aggression. That's the low side of this card, argumentativeness, that kind of thing. That's the low side of warring or fighting or Five of Clubs energy. But the high side is sport, competition, fun, playfulness, engaging. This could even be flirtation or having 5 people fight over you. So enjoy the fiery aspect of this card. So that's my reading for you, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a like or share it with another Capricorn who you think might enjoy the reading. Please do give me your feedback on the tarot mat layout, whether you like it or you like the old format better. And as always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. Yours in the stars.